Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Mali's cabinet has approved a controversial bill that could allow the country's military ruler to remain in power until at least 2030 without holding elections. What does this mean? According to a government statement, the proposed bill would grant the head of state a renewable 5-year term starting in 2025. This move follows recommendations from a national dialogue held in April, which was organized by the ruling military regime but boycotted by political parties. The bill must now be ratified by the National Transitional Council, Mali's interim legislative body. The West African country has been led by General Assimi Goïta, who seized power through 2 coups in 2020 and 2021. Despite earlier promises to return Mali to civilian rule, Goïta dissolved all political parties last month, further consolidating his grip on power. If passed, the new bill would formalize his rule for at least another 5 years. A day after severe flooding and freezing temperatures swept through the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal provinces of South Africa, the search for victims continues. So far, 49 people have been confirmed dead and the death toll is expected to rise. Our correspondent Tuso Kumalo brings us the latest.
Rescue teams remain on high alert across South Africa as they continue the search for survivors and victims. Nearly 10 students lost their lives after their 22-seater scholar transport vehicle was swept away by floodwaters in Dekolin village near Umtata in the Eastern Cape. Across the affected regions, families are still desperately searching for missing loved ones. While the Eastern Cape provincial government says rescue workers are racing against time, searching through the rubble of collapsed buildings, hoping to rescue those still alive. President Ramaphosa is expected to visit the affected areas tomorrow to see the damage firsthand and get updates on the rebuilding process, burials for the deceased, and accommodation for families whose homes have been destroyed. Back to you, Okari.
And on to our final story. The United States has ordered non-essential personnel to leave its embassy in Baghdad and authorized the voluntary departure of family members of U.S. staff across the Middle East as fears of regional conflict grow. While officials did not specify the exact reason for the move, President Donald Trump hinted at escalating tensions with Iran. Speaking on Wednesday evening, Trump said the decision was made because the region could be a dangerous place. The warning comes as diplomatic efforts between the US and Iran over Tehran's nuclear program have stalled. A 6th round of nuclear talks is scheduled to take place on Sunday in Muscat, according to Oman's foreign minister. Meanwhile, Trump has threatened to strike Iran if nuclear talks fail, while Iran has threatened to target US military bases in response. And that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel DW Africa. I am Okeri Ngushinado.